Even you took the piss. Hello, and you know what? You don't know you took the piss. I'm gonna explain myself. You can go on camera too.
I've not spoken to you yet, have I?
I know, but we'll get into this, right?
Alright.
There's been an incident where I've been harassed. I also want to follow up this as well. There's something else these fellas need to follow up. Yeah, this. Can you follow this up? It's my harassment thing where the guy's been harassing. Can you follow up this to see how far in investigation you are with this?
See what's happening with it?
Yeah, yes please. Now, basically this is the issue today, sir. You two young man. The issue is this. I was arrested about a week and a half ago in Hampton Park. Now,
What for?
Basically, someone called up the police and said a male was chasing them in the park in the fairground. In the fairground with a knife. Hold on. So basically, I was arrested because they said a fella chased someone in the fairground in front of women and children, and mostly children, because that's what makes up most of the masses of the fairground. And I was chasing them with a knife, and I punched them 3 times in the face. And the police came, which they should have, if someone makes that kind of thing. And they came, they didn't see a knife. No one came forward and said anything. They didn't see no marks on the person's face. But they decided to arrest me anyway, which is, you know what, fair enough. They're allowed to do that, if they feel want enough. But then I thought, this is strange. Why didn't you ask any witnesses? And why haven't you asked the person who organised the affair if there's anyone injured or hurt? Because I'm not being funny or anything, but if there's a madman chasing someone with a knife and punching people in the face, like it's a horror movie, like this sounds like something like Freddy Krueger, Mike Myers, or Harry Warren 2.0, if I'm actually reading my own opinion, but that's neither here or there. And, I said to the police, are you not going to ask any witnesses? Ask what happened, or ask if anyone's okay, Apparently I've been chasing someone like, there might be a dead person around the fucking corner for you, I'm a madman running through. Why is it just going off this person's word, and you're not asking anyone else who's there? And there's about a good 100 people who are there in the fair. And the police goes, no, we don't need to ask anyone. So it really shows that there's incompetence, because you're meant to find out when there's a bladed article or an assault issue, especially with a knife thing in London, you're meant to actually ask around to see if anyone else is hurt.
If there's grounds to arrest someone, they will arrest you.
Yeah, but it's a public order. But no, you've got to throw in public order, because I'm not being funny. You run around with a knife, it's startling to the public. 100%. Solicitor will smash you if you try to say no. You go to, especially with a knife, solicitor will smash you if you're dead.
Did you go to custody?
Yeah.
How long were you there for?
Till the next day.
So they authorised your detention. So it was obviously,
and then what's odd?
There was obviously grounds to arrest you. Because otherwise they'd kick you out of custody.
Yeah, but I found it fair. But they bailed me. I'm on suspended sentence. I'm on license. I'm on all what you ever want to call it. And they bailed me out anyway. But I'm thinking, hold on, you didn't bail me out. I'm just a man, and you actually feel there's a slight inkling that there must be a slight inkling that I could have done this because you not arrested me in the first place. You're gonna let me out 5-10 minutes from a scene on bail, and I've got previous. You're gonna let me out. You really feel like you're gonna let me out, and it's only 5 minutes away from the park, and I was chasing someone with a knife in there.
Just because there's grounds. If you listen,
hello.
If you listen, just because there's grounds to arrest someone doesn't necessarily mean there's grounds to charge someone. So that's why you get bailed.
Okay, let's give you a tick for this. Let's just say, you know what, you arrested me that day, even though you didn't follow up what you should have done. You should have actually asked someone there if I actually did that. But I'll give you a pass for that. Let's say that.
That wasn't nice, was it?
Let's just call it. What's this called? Let's call it. What do you call it? Brush under the rug or brush under the carpet. What about that incident of where the person made a health and safety hazard and the fire people assessed the place, and I was moving some of the stuff out. There's 2 officers there. I was assaulted in front of the 2. Hold on. I was assaulted in front of the 2 officers. I was told to go back into the room, and no one followed that up. But we got it on camera, and we got it on the property cameras as well. What about that, though? I like you to talk your way out that.
About the crime?
No, let's talk your way out of that one. You were able to. I said, all right, put my hands up. You did all right. And you talk your way out of that one. Talk your way out of this one.
You just asked him to look at that.
No, but I just asked you something else. Yeah, why can't you answer the question now?
Do you want the update?
All right, you're changing the subject. I like that one. Go on.
It's been closed.
It's been closed? Why? The person's still harassing me.
Because it's to do with rubbish, isn't it?
No, it's not to do with rubbish. It's to do with an assault. It's also to do with actually, there's actually a biohazard. Hold on. There's a biohazard. It's also to do with assault and the biohazard. There's actually a biohazard law. Where you're actually not allowed. Hold on. No. This is biohazard law. This is actually biohazard law. Because it's to do with feces. It's like someone spits in your face. It's to do if someone puts some kind of, if someone uses this biohazard, don't try to listen. This is not going to work. Because what I explained in there's biohazard law and there's assault in there. And there's also intimidation and damage of property. So let's not walk, let me get the fingers in there as well. Let's not walk and veer around that, there's a biohazard. This person is spreading feces. There is actual packets of syringe packets there. Police actually saw it as well.
Have you
I was
informed
assaulted.
the council about a biohazard? Because that's who investigates.
Yeah, I have, but also, do I have to inform the council about me being assaulted and the police being present? Do I have to?
Keep talking over me when I'm trying to answer your question.
Well, you
I'm
don't
not
answer
talking
my
over you, am I?
Sorry, let me let you speak.
Have a little bit of respect when one person talks.
Yeah, respect is due because you lot are very professional
and
and competent. Let me give you that respect.
Okay, so we've looked into your crime there, and whoever's investigated that has closed the crime, and he's given you the rationale behind it. A biohazard is not investigated by us; it's investigated by the council, who deal with sort of waste and things like that. Okay, so we can't investigate.
Well, I'll open up the door. Basically, you must have been a bit. Maybe there's a bit wet behind the ears, or maybe I didn't communicate in good English because I'm not proper. I'm born here, but I'm not fully English heritage. So maybe there's a miscommunication issue, right? I did explain to them before I was assaulted, but let me do it again. Let's open it up again. And we're going to open up that assault claim of when the two officers were standing. We got cameras in the property. We got it on the phone recorded. They told me to go in. They didn't follow it up. Let's have a look at that one now. Let's reopen this because maybe I just was speaking in rude boy or something. And you didn't understand me that time when I explained it. Let's open this up again and start this again. Maybe I was speaking in rude boy that time. You didn't understand. I was assaulted in front of two officers. They told me to go back in the room by that same fella. Let's start again. Or is it I'm not allowed to say, if I get hurt, I got to walk out, I got to keep it to myself. I'm strong, I've got big,
The crime report's already been put on.
No, but you said that it's to do with a biohazard, it's closed. I said I was assaulted.
I didn't say anything
So
about
you're
that.
closing an assault case. What's going on?
Well, in the original report.
Well, we've got to open a new one then. We've got to open up a new one then. Or is it not a big deal? Maybe it's not a big deal that I was assaulted in front of two officers.
We don't put another report on for the same crime.
No, it won't. This is actually concurrent. This actually happens over a period of days.
We can look at the one that's already been
No, because you said it's just to do with biohazard just now. You said there's no mention of assault. I remember that.
No one said that.
Yeah, you did. You said biohazard is only dealt with the council. We've closed it. That's the reason why.
You're saying you've made an allegation of a crime which has been recorded on the system there. I'm telling you, as part of that, the biohazard part of it is not investigated by us, but there's still a crime report on. We wouldn't stick a crime report on for a biohazard. So obviously you've reported something else originally, haven't you, which we can look at.
There's a number of things. I've reported things 4 or 5 times, but you lot don't actually do anything about it.
But what do you think it's all based on when you report a crime? It's all evidence, isn't it?
Yeah, but we got cameras. I've got phone cameras of neighbours. But it's really weird. You say you don't need that information. Some really weird reason. Like when I came back in here after time, like, oh, we got camera like stuff like property. I've got camera stuff on here. They're like, oh no, we don't need it. We'll get in touch with you. But you don't get in touch with me and you just close it down. Oh, I see what's going on here. No, look at that. Even he's like, fucking hell, you're not fucked up. Hey, listen, let's just do this properly. Reopen it again. I don't know. Listen, I do some work for the BBC sometimes. Sunday brunch show. I'm not just talking like I'm on drugs. Like, I'm just making this up. We could send it to them. All this stuff, or I can send it to you. Which one?
I don't know what you're
No, I'm just saying, like, I'm just saying.
To achieve there by saying that.
But no, it's basically because I don't know where I'm trying to achieve me getting this sorted out. I'm saying if you can't help me, maybe I should go to different infrastructure.
Today though, to see how a case was being progressed.
Yeah.
Against you.
Yeah. I don't know. Do you want to help me with this assault case or no? Yes or no?
My colleague told you about that.
Do you want the camera evidence and the evidence from the property to help you in this actual investigation? Because there's an actual assault and use, and I'm saying, because that's big words, me saying there's 2 officers there who watched me get assaulted and told me to go back in the room. That's big words what I'm saying.
Who's the OSC on that?
That's big words I'm saying there. So
if you stop talking a second, we'll try and.
Yeah, sorry about that. I'm being intimidating and aggressive talking about my
victim. No
victim.
one said you're intimidating. You're definitely not intimidating,
Yeah.
so don't worry about that.
Yeah.
Magnet or something? 1473.
Right. What's the solvability assessment on there?
Solvability assessment is.
There's assault, there's false accusations towards me, there's harassment.
Let's try and sort this for you.
Harassment, there's all types of fucking charges, but you just keep kind of downplaying.
I can't hear what he's saying. I'm trying to get this opened up again for you now. I can't hear what he's saying.
It sounds like they're downplaying everything what's happened to me, including assault, including false accusations of me. They're downplaying it. And they're also even telling me they do not want me to even give my evidence.
Was anyone arrested?
Imagine that. They don't even want me to give the evidence. And then they actually then send back to me and say, oh, there's nothing to investigate. So basically, they close the claim, they close it down before I even able to give them actual evidence. That's very odd behavior. It's either incompetence or preference of who they want to help in the community. It's either the two. There's only two options in this one, and they have to pick one at the end of this when it all comes down. It's either incompetence or preference.
Right now,
Oh, sorry, I'm not delegating to you. Go on.
You're not delegating to me. What do you mean?
No, I wasn't talking. I was talking. You can see my mouth is aimed there, my eyes. If I was talking like that, I'm in this direction.
Obviously, you're recorded, so I'm just trying to explain that we're trying to help you here.
Yeah, I know. You have to show this air of professionalism in this
Get that on the
bullshit.
camera as well. That we're trying to help you, and then that's brilliant, isn't it? And then you can tell everyone that we've helped you today, rather than bad mouth us and then walk away and say the police don't help you.
Oh, so me stating facts is bad mouthing. All right.
It's like
Well, you need a praisement. You need a praisement, don't you?
Every time it's like a broken record, honestly.
Yeah, because you need a praisement. All right, you're doing a good job. There, you got it. You're doing a good job. You're excellent.
On YouTube, I'm like famous now, literally, for being on YouTube for people bad mouthing me.
Yeah, but I ain't coming with that rude boy bullshit. I'm coming with shit to fuck shit up.
Yeah, this phone calls all for harassment
Okay.
with your neighbour.
Is it all to do with your neighbour?
Yeah, he's even followed me
Is
in
he
times.
still- is
Hey,
he still
listen.
your
Okay,
neighbour
I'm
now?
gonna say one thing as well.
Is he
This
still
one.
your neighbour
Hey,
now?
you know, there's even one thing where he basically said he was drunk once, yeah? He actually touched me near the groin, yeah? But I'm only going to pull it, and he actually admits it that he actually touched me near the groin. He said I was a bit drunk, yeah? And he said, look, I didn't mean it and stuff, but that's really the wild card I could actually pull out if I really want to fucking bring the whole bird thing down.
Is he still your neighbour
No,
now?
but we're not going to bring that on. I'm just using what I've
Are
got
you
for
going to
now.
listen or... Are you going to listen?
Yeah,
or
yeah.
just keep
Yeah,
talking
he
about-
is the neighbour. That's called the.
And what evidence
that's
do you
called
have?
a Hadouken.
If you don't listen
Huh?
for the next 10 seconds,
Yeah.
then I'll escort you out of the station.
Oh yeah, because I'm being
then-
aggressive. Sorry.
You're not being aggressive, you're just not listening.
All right.
Okay?
Yeah.
So if you use your ears and listen, then I'll try and help you.
Yeah. Sorry for being a naughty boy and reporting something what's
Okay.
happened.
Well,
Sorry, I should have been a vigilante and took it into my own hands.
You
Go on.
just listen. You stop talking? Thank you. What evidence do you have of this assault that you're alleging? Is it readily available right now to look at?
You can go to my property, again HD.
Okay. Is it
You
something
can,
is it something you can burn off and bring to the station for us? Because I haven't got time.
Oh, so I
right
got to
now.
do this kind of work myself. I like that. So I got to jump through hoops to give you evidence. Why can't, just as easy as it was to pull me from that park and embarrass me in front of everyone, why can't you take that little trip, what's the same distance to my property, and get the recordings
Because
there?
we've got calls to go to.
Oh yeah, you got important things to
And
do.
you're
innit?
saying
That's
you've
my
already,
shit ain't important.
you're
innit?
saying you've already reported this. I'm trying to throw you a bone in and help you out. If you've got a
Nigga, I
genuine
ain't no
claim,
dog.
if you've
I
got a
don't
genuine
fucking
claim
go for
that
bone.
you've been assaulted, then we will look into it. But if the evidence isn't readily available right now, I can't drive
no,
you
it's
somewhere
there.
and go and pick it up. So the best bet for you is to come here with the evidence, and then we can make a report, can't we?
Well, we can start off with the two officers. There's two officers in here who's on camera when I got assaulted, so we can start off with that if you want.
Okay, is that
That was cool. You know that sounded fucking jazzy. You know that sounded fucking jazzy though.
Is that
That
on
sounded
there?
fucking jazzy. Yeah,
Have
of
you got
course.
evidence of that
Of course.
right now?
And obviously yes. And I've got what do you call it? Other neighbours have that as well. It's on the actual because we got property. We got cameras on the property as well. That's there as well. Freaking! I even got threatening message from that same person
Is
as
this
well.
yours
Oh yeah, this is basically what shows why I can't give the government money as much because I'm in under stress and you lot ain't sorting it out.
Right, have you taken the advice on board? So you're going to go away, get that, and then come back, yeah?
No. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna call the police. Basically, I've told you I have. Listen. I actually
You want
feel
to call us
fearful.
when
Can
you
I
get
be
home?
honest? I feel fearful now of going up and down there because you know this guy, yeah. You know when I was actually there, it's harassment. I actually told the police. You do know this guy was creeping around the bushes, and I got it on camera. He's actually creeping around the bushes, very close to me, and I find that odd because in the public, the most closest person towards me, near me, was like 100 meters away, but he decides to come 10 meters behind me, acting all weird and stuff. And that's actually how the whole incident came with me chasing him. Because I said to the police, yeah, I did chase the fella. That's how it all stemmed from. But when I was this is an ongoing harassment case. Really, you should have looked into it thinking, hold on, this guy's saying that he's chasing him because he's been getting harassed. If you lot was competent, you'd be like, right, let's look in the system. Oh, fucking hell. 3-4 times we had to caution, hold on. 3-4 times we cautioned the same fella who said that I'm trying to chase him with a knife for telling. Do you know this guy's been cautioned to leave me alone?
Have you decided to take out an order
This guy's
against
been
him or
cautioned.
anything?
I've come here to
Like
do
a
that, but you
restraining
lot.
order or
Yeah,
anything?
I come here to do that.
That's a civil thing.
I come here to do
A
that, but you
restraining order
lot,
is a
I
civil
tell you lot to
injunction.
just to keep him away from me. See, you're making it out as if I'm not going through the right steps and method here, right? And what
That's the
yeah.
best step to take. If it's hard
You know,
to...
oh, I got it on camera. You know what the police actually told me to do? They told
Is
me
it
to,
alright
whenever
if
I
you-
leave the
can you
house, I
listen
got to
again?
record where I
Can
go.
you listen?
That's
I'm
on
trying
camera.
to give you some crime prevention
Yeah.
advice here.
Yeah.
Alright? It's hard to prove harassment. Very hard.
Well,
Alright?
even if you got on camera,
If you
someone throwing
listen
things
to
at your
me,
window.
listen. It's very hard to prove harassment. Even if you've got it on camera, someone being near you, it doesn't prove their intent. It doesn't prove what they're doing.
Even if someone's
Listen
throwing
to
a
me,
bin bag,
I'm
even if someone's
talking,
throwing the
listen.
contents of a bin bag at you and you got it on camera.
Can you listen?
Oh yeah.
Right, you don't listen, do you? This is a problem.
Yeah, especially when it's nonsense.
It's not nonsense. My best advice to you is to go to the county court and take out a restraining order against your neighbour, which carries a power of arrest. So he doesn't even have to prove. You don't even have to prove that he's done anything. Then you just call us and we can go and arrest
But
him.
what about the assault of him actually attacking me in front of the police? Okay, that's a bit more
And
important.
I've given you advice on that, which is go home, get the evidence,